Hey everybody, and we are here for Super Smash Ultimate Playoffs. We have the BW, well, of course, the BW, going up against Franklin College, which they have played earlier in this semester, and unfortunately that was a 2-0 loss, but both of those games, they seemed really winnable. They were really close, and now this is playoffs. This is a whole different thing, and hopefully these games are not only much closer, but even yields a different result than it was last time. So for BW, last time these two teams played, um, it really, yeah, there was just like some minor mistakes that they kept making, and from what we remember, or from what I remember right now, hopefully they remember better than me. There was a Sonic, there was a Bowser, and a couple more. There was a Jigglypuff, and there was one more person that only played for like a game, but still did work. Um, Either way, that was enough for Franklin College to get the advantage over us last time. But hopefully, what should be the thing is that BW has made enough adjustments, has made the proper steps to bring it back to now BW's winning it um, instead of Franklin College. So looking at these two teams' record, it's actually closer than what it can seem to at first glance. BW is 3-4, while Franklin College is 4-3. And these two teams, once again, like when they played against each other, it was back and forth. So as much as this was a 3-4 semester, this could have easily been a 4-3 semester. So we could have been right where Franklin College was had we played our cards right against them. But not looking at the past, um, looking more so in the future. Yeah, both of these teams have around the I'd say are around a similar skill level because not only of who they play, I mean not only like just style, watch and like what the results were, but also like who they played against. Like BW and Franklin College, they both beat Outerbind, they both beat Manchester, and they both beat Ashland. And they both lost to Purdue Fort Wayne, and they both lost to Huntington Esports. Um, yeah, so like really, the only difference is that win that Franklin College has over BW. So hopefully that is going to change. Like you have all semester, and like now it's a time where everything leads up to. This is where the big moment arises. So last time they started with Bowser, and if they do start with Bowser again, I believe that this team is significantly more ready. With Bowser, we have Lancelot on Pit, we have Super Mario on Mario, we have Byleth, Nugget plays Byleth, and then once again we have Goomba on Link. And yeah, just like a lot of versatility right there, a lot of bodies and a lot of quick combos to throw at Bowser, especially Lancelot, Nugget, and Super Mario. Like we've also talked about Super Mario just throughout the semester a lot, and he really proved himself for these past couple of games. He's really shown up and shown out, and just last week he really carried the team where it needed it and got a really crucial win for BW. Clutched a 5-3 deficit, and that is how we are here at this point in the season. Yeah, that's how we are here at this point in the season. That was against Ashland, which once again both of these teams have beaten Ashland. They did it, or Franklin did it in a 2-0 fashion, while BW did it in a 2-1 fashion. But either way, shouldn't make too much of a difference, as my co-caster is slowly walking, but is going to join us. Um, your mic's not on yet. All right, try that again.
Let's play some Smash, baby.
We sure will, as it is once again game day
It's
in
game day,
Berea.
baby.
Yep, it sure is. And like I said, like these two teams, BW's record is actually 3-4,
Hmm.
and Franklin College's record is 4-3. And the only difference, even looking at the win-loss columns, the only difference has been this game,
Mm,
when these two teams faced off against each other early in the semester. And even then, even though both those rounds were losses, they were close losses.
right, right. Yeah, I after stopping in to wish the academy team luck, they're I think they've got like their very one player is my main concern right now. But I think Franklin seems to be leading with that player. I believe they're going to have there's been a lot of puff of a or a lot of talk of a
A lot of
puff,
huff and puff about a puff.
a lot of puffing about a talk. No, but it's actually really nice to see that that's going to be a the lead for Franklin because I don't know, just it's nice to get everything out on the field to start with. And with us leading Lancelot, I think BW is going it very much with the same mentality of let's show this team what we got because it's I don't think we've had too much of a closer matchup as far as win loss this season, especially this late in the season. But it looks like we're getting into it. Jigglypuff versus Lancelot's Pit.
Yep, and Gray Rat once again was the player last semester who played Fox against our academy team and was the difference maker there too.
Yeah, Grey Rat apparently is just very solid with a lot of characters. So I'm sure this is gonna be no different with this Jigglypuff. I really do like the. I mean, well, no, I don't. The punish on the rest could have definitely been a lot more. I mean, Jigglypuff is very low, so
Yep,
I'd
that's
be
an F
going
smash
past the
there.
ledge. Yeah. Yeah, you really got to make the most out of your rest punishes, especially like in in a crew battle format where it's like one mess up like that. If it's a set, um, it matters a little bit less because whoever hits that windscreen.
That's what all that matters. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you misplace a rest in crew battles, it's much worse.
Yeah, because like once again, like all of these stocks matter. The fact that Lancelot has already lost one, that is going to matter significantly more. That was great coverage though. Lancelot doing these aerials a bit higher and just calling out the multiple hitboxes that Grey Rat is throwing out with that side B, still keeping him alive. Good reversal right there. Not reversing the situation completely, but still doing damage and just keeping themselves alive for the moment. Great
Mhm.
Orbitars there.
Yeah, Lancelot is playing a really solid disadvantage right now. Using Orbitars to kind of get out of these situations that normally, like, if you're looking at Jigglypuff off stage, you're thinking about the fair train, you're thinking about the back air that
You're
kills
thinking
you in
about your
60.
next stock.
Yeah, your next stock, right? But honestly, Lancelot is playing around it pretty well. Um,
Yeah, and if you're BW right now, you could all you can hope is that Lancelot takes that just one more. Like you're not looking for Lancelot to complete the sweep or the comeback. You're looking just one. Let's make this a 2 stock to 1, and then we can build it from there.
Yeah, I like honestly. Normally, whenever you see a pit player and they're quick to press side B, it's a little bit of a concern. But Lancelot's use of it has been very like it feels reserved, but at the same time like very well played. Down air up smash, not quite taking it. But the armor on that move makes it so anytime that Jigglypuff is in the air, which is most of the time, and she's pressing an aerial,
Which is most of the time.
then you've got another tool of pits to be aware of because you can just go straight through it and
Yeah.
there it is.
I was try- I was trying so hard to not coach right there. Everything in me was like, do it now.
Yeah.
Hit the side B. He's going to do an attack.
Yeah, but hey, like from what we have seen, the side B usage was actually very good on Lancelot's part. So very good job. And way to scout out for that game one, because now we know Grey Rat is the character or is the player that was giving us the hardest time last time we have played, and they're out on Jigglypuff. What do we have for it?
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good situation to be in lineups like this.
Yeah, hopefully the thing is just going to be what, like you said, what is our answer?
Right.
I think, like, looking at the lineup, the best thing matchup wise is Byleth, but when we talk about like players along with matchups, along with characters, I think it's probably Goomba.
Yeah, I agree. I think Goomba's probably the Link too.
Yeah,
Um, Goomba's Link would be very very solid in this because projectiles kind of give Jigglypuff a hard time. Um, you're not able to empty hop as much just because there's always a boomerang, there's always an arrow, there's always a bomb. Um, so a lot of those situations for Jigglypuff get a little muddy. Um, I do agree that Goomba is a pretty good pick here. I really hope he's not lulled into feeling too comfortable about his Sonic. I know he was talking about character locking himself
yeah,
for until we hit land, but um, he might just say, hey, maybe Sonic can make it work.
yeah. I think that he does have the discipline to do that. It was just like even like last week when he played DDD, I do believe that was just like I just need to have fun in this party game. Um, but like for this, like this is to me like this means more than just like last week. Like this is hey, this is for a win. And I do think that he also is going to take it seriously. That's what I expect out of him. So I do think that it's going to be the Link, which the stage pick actually does not reinforce my idea.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it reinforces that he's going to take it seriously, but it also reinforces that it's probably not Link.
Yeah, so we're looking at
I lied.
yeah, we're looking at Kalos as the stage pick here. He does pick Link. Link normally kind of struggles on Kalos. No platforms kind of gives him a hard time as far as like establishing his kind of route to start zoning people out. If you have a platform above Link's head, you're in a scary position.
Mhm.
Um, but he can't do that here on Kalos.
I think the
And
bigger thing that Benny's trying to do is trying to keep him out with projectiles. Like you don't have a platform to hide behind for projectiles. Like you have to take everything straight to the face.
yeah, yeah. But also another thing with Kalos is
No
that
jump.
yeah,
Yeah.
offstage situations are going to get a lot more common, and you're also going to see a lot of earlier or of later kills that aren't from offstage situations.
Yeah.
So a lot of like Link's up B out of shield, like up smash, even forward smash if it comes down to it, it's going to be killing a little bit less, and Jigglypuff really needs that survivability that Kalos brings. Very good awareness, not wasting the double jump.
Yeah. And still alive, which is the
Yeah, see on
bigger yes and bigger no in this situation. That is no jump, and that is going to be
early up B.
yep,
Was so
make
good
it.
with those.
Yeah, he's avoided many an edge guard with that one, and he's taken many a stock with that one.
Yeah, very good. Goomba getting on the board here. Let's see if he's able to take this one without losing. It's going to be really, really tough. Again, yeah, it's really switching up his timing on his up B. I've recognized that his Link is really good at that. Like sometimes it gets into this lull of using up B a bit too early.
Do not like that move online, by the way.
The forward tilt or neutral B?
Roll out.
Yeah, roll out. It is scary. Oh,
Where did that go that way?
hitbox.
Yeah, unfortunate, but still pretty good right now, even though it is 7-10. You take this stock, and then all you need, like, it's probably easier said than done, but all you need is just one run from another player.
Yeah, and we still have players who are very capable of doing that in the back here. We still have Nugget who had a crazy like 7-stock, 8-stock tear a few games ago. We have Super Mario just coming off of a 10-stock run. It's very much still in it for BW if Goomba can finish off this stock.
Yeah, talking a bit too early about the next one. We need to worry about this one first.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see like an up tilt or something just a little bit quicker that was going to hit from behind.
I don't think it would have hit, unfortunately, like because of how
Does it start from behind?
it starts from behind, but Jigglypuff's small still.
Short.
Yeah.
Oh, you short.
Yeah, even though it hits from behind, Jigglypuff just
That's unfortunate.
yeah.
Well, either way, Benny's dead.
Yeah, Goomba is down. We are down now 10-6, but Still not out of it. Like once again, we just need a player to go on a run, and it is just going to depend on who that is.
Hmm.
And it looks like we are sending in um, what is believed to be the better matchup.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So one thing about Nugget that I really want to watch is how she jumps around in disadvantage
Mm.
because that's how Goomba lost his first stock super early. Huh. Um,
It's
But
a
yeah,
long
he
day.
lost that one because he got his jump lost and then he upbeat and wasn't able to make it.
Right.
And Nugget does have that habit of of jumping before, after getting hit a couple times. So then if you hit them again off stage, like, oh, I don't know, Puff, you're just stuck off stage and then the upbeat doesn't connect and then you're looking at your next stock.
Right, right. And I feel like Byleth sometimes has a hard time getting back to stage against characters that can kind of linger off stage around the ledge.
Yeah,
Like Jigglypuff's neutral air is probably like one of the better tools in the game at gimping Byleth just because of how active it is and how Jigglypuff can just take the space that is what Byleth needs to recover.
yeah,
And it's kind of like a checkmate. Once Byleth is off stage, it's kind of tough to get back if Jigglypuff is playing it right,
yeah. Not
which Grey Rat is kind of showing himself to be the kind of Puff to play it right.
Yeah, not only that, but also Pound also just a, a lot of moves off stage. And then if you think he's getting too aggressive and you try to roll away from the aggression, there's going to be a rest waiting for you.
Right, right.
I do like the idea of back to Kalos because like I feel like um, Nugget, not Goomba. Um, that Nugget hasn't played a lot on Kalos, but I feel like this is what her play type fits.
Oh
Like
yeah,
just very far away. Um,
yeah. Very horizontal. Just I'm going to shoot a. I'm just gonna shoot an
Yeah,
arrow at you.
I'm going to shoot a disjoint, and you
Yeah,
have to deal with it.
yeah. Good
See,
luck.
there's the jump though, and still able to land. That down tilt, unfortunately, missing.
Oh yeah, it's so scary. Like jumping high like that is definitely gonna make you lose your stock.
Yeah, and fortunately for Franklin, only like 16 off of that one stock, so
Hmm.
still a lot of damage already, just racking up 80 just like that. And the forward air connects, not going to take it. Arrow is hitting a barn, but the first thing
Oh,
you got to do is take the stock, and that has been the momentum that Nugget has needed to get. That's no jump.
yeah, but hitting the platform, resetting it, that's kind of nice to know, nice to have. But losing your
Yeah,
jump there again. Oh, falling out of
Jigglypuff's
the downer.
mad. Lamau. Don't.
It's scary, but
Okay,
yeah, you don't punish that.
this might just be the. Okay,
Ah,
good recovering high.
yeah, good angle, honestly. Kind of minimize your time in the Jigglypuff zone off stage.
Yeah, and now it's even like this is what you want to do. Like Nugget is just throwing out safe moves. That forward air wasn't safely spaced, but it hit. But like safe moves and like, oh, you want to punish me and you're not grabbing, so we're going to continue to do this. See right there. Oops, you thought you could grab me. I wish Jigglypuff was just a bit taller.
Mm. Yeah, either way, I think the fast fall was a bit too early, and the dash attack taking it. This Jigglypuff is at 124. This is where Kalos kind of gets to be the annoying stage pick that it is,
Yeah.
because everybody is going to live forever, including the second lightest character in the game, Jigglypuff.
And you're not going to live long if you're off stage.
Mm. That was nice following the DI though.
Yeah. It wasn't nice for our team though. So now it is going to be up to Super Mario.
Mm-hmm.
First he has to take one, and then he has to take 9 more.
Yeah,
And that is all while not losing his own 3.
yeah. Which is
It's a challenge.
yeah, definitely a challenge, but nothing we haven't seen from him before. This is a tough team to get it on though. So honestly, if I'm Super Mario, I'm looking for information at this point. I just want to know who goes in after Grey Rat. I want to know what character we have to deal with after the fact. And as the rest of the team is kind of taking this time watching Super Mario, seeing how this finishes up, anticipating like how can we fix our lineup so we're more prepared for what's going to come after.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think the bigger thing is not to get in your own head either. Like, yes, you are down 10-3, and even if you say like, okay, this round's over, you don't go, okay, we're getting swept, throw your arms up in the air and just call it a day.
Right.
Like, you just go, okay, we just need to try something different, like we do. You need to have a little bit of confidence in yourself, not cockiness, but confidence.
Yeah, yeah, big difference. But I think Super Mario is definitely one to when he's moving, he gets confident. So
When
hopefully
he's
we,
moving, he's grooving. When he's not,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But we can only hope for the best for our players today. And I think if he is to take this one stock, just giving Super Mario a stock of momentum is it's scary. It's a
they
little.
let him go to Battlefield.
Ooh, do they keep Battlefield open? That's crazy if they do.
I
Because
mean, I
what does
think
Puff get off of Battlefield? Puff can't like touch the top platform.
I was gonna say I think Gray Ratchet, if they do go to Battlefield, I might be spreading misinformation, but if they do go to Battlefield, like it might just be like Gray Rat being like, I just don't think this team could beat me, and like,
Hmm.
sure, buddy, like, yeah, this is Battlefield. He's not so he's trying to find the music because this is Super Mario. Yeah, we're going to Battlefield. So I know Super Mario's happy about the stage, not the character, but
Yeah,
you should be happy is that we are getting back in the action.
yeah. In a vacuum, Puff on Battlefield should not be a very good pick. Um, it's easier to recover lower on Battlefield because of the angle of the stage. Um, and Puff can't access the top platform.
Yeah.
Um, so if Super Mario just kind of sits up there and waits for an unsafe, ooh,
What a start!
yeah, waits for an unsafe approach, then he can just kind of play around. Um, but I don't think Grey Rat is really anticipating using the platforms all that much. He's getting all of his kills by playing off stage here.
Yep. And that is one stock for a trade of 8%. Hopefully we do get a bit better than that. I know Super Mario does struggle with characters that overwhelm him. Um,
Jigglypuff is most certainly a character that can do that.
yeah.
It takes one rat or
One rat.
one rat. Oh, that was very close. No, it takes 1 pound just to like be sent like 40%.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a little bit of neutral coming out, some swinging, not quite safe, but
Yeah, not quite what you want, but he did save his jump, so he's able to make it on stage. And now we're just hoping for a right swing. We're just waiting for one move of just like, okay, here is our kill move.
yeah. I hope for game 2 against Grey Rat. A lot of the other players very good with the down smash, closing that out. I hope the BW players are kind of recognizing and picking up on the fact that recovering high against Jigglypuff is dangerous. It's scary. If you get rid of your double jump, then if you get rid of your double jump, it's tough to
It's
get
a,
back.
it's essentially curtains
Mm,
unless you have like a special like an up B or a side B that can guarantee you to get back.
yeah, unless you're like Sora, but like
Yeah, like technically Ike, but like I lost to Vanilla last Buster out because I side B'd without a jump, and then I air dodged after hitting him, and it just barely missed the ledge.
oh,
That
that's
happened
embarrassing.
twice.
Losing to Vanilla. I am
Eh,
0-1 against Vanilla.
I am 0-2, but I took a game, but I am 0-2. But yeah,
Oh, I remember playing him in set. It was he upbeat on the left platform of small battlefield.
uh-huh.
Um,
Did you try to challenge it?
yeah, I went under it after I waited. I waited too. I was like, I know rest has the 3 hitboxes, but um, I ran into rest and I
Yeah,
died, or I ran into
Sing.
yeah, Sing.
Yeah, same here. The only game that was like because that ended 2 games. And then I won game 3, and then game 4 he did Sing, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I could charge an F smash and kill him." I charged an F smash and I died. Uh
I just love it when that happens.
yeah.
But hey, we don't have to worry about Jigglypuff anymore for this game. So
Yeah.
let's see who Franklin College decides to send in.
What I'm hoping for is for Super Mario's confidence, they're sending in the Bowser.
Ooh, they have a Bowser.
Yeah. All I remember is the Bowser and the Jigglypuff. Um, and hopefully we'll see more, but I just remember those were two really tough roadblocks in BW's way.
I will say though, like, what happens to Super Mario's mental when he loses the canon matchup?
Well, he looks at the fact that he was down a stock.
Ah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah, no. I think regardless, it's still good that Super Mario made it thus far. That we're able to actually find the second character. Because to my knowledge, the first time that we played against Franklin College, we did not get that far. Um, so yeah, wait, who are their
I'm
players?
pretty sure we did.
We did?
Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Because I remember Fox.
Oh, no, it was. Oh yeah, that was last semester. Last semester we did not make it that. Oh, they have a Palu.
Palutena. That's
Something new and wacky. We totally didn't expect this.
honestly, I kind of,
So yeah,
that's
this
a
is
tough matchup.
Jigglypuff, Bowser, Sonic, and I guess Palu. This was the
Well,
character
this
we
is
didn't see last time.
oh no, this is Sonic
Oh,
Utopia.
I lied.
Yeah,
Um,
so like that's who I thought they played Sonic too.
and also this is this person's Switch.
Oh, hey, score.
Shout out to Sonic U39. Getting the fireball but missing the conversion off of that. And now this is a matchup that not a lot of people have faced. I don't even think in Neo, let alone in for BW. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Super Mario plays it.
Yeah,
He's
honestly,
doing really well right
yeah,
now.
he's playing around Palutena very well, like playing around the explosive flame, and anticipating that there's going to be a lot of M lag on that move.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the falling up air to kind of just be a little more safe than the back air. If he drifted away, he still would not have been safe on the back air, so still pressing.
He is putting the pause right now.
Yeah, pressing up air there was really smart. Down air out of shield, really safe. Dash attack.
Not as safe.
Yeah,
If he angled his shield, he probably would have been able to avoid that.
yeah.
But the way that Super Mario is playing right now, he might come out of this only losing one stock at the most.
Yeah, potentially, but this Palu does have some fight in them, just missing out on that up smash.
Yeah.
They're getting into back air percent, so but it's gonna get it's only an uphill battle from here. I feel for Super Mario, especially if he's gonna keep doing full hop aerial and neutral. I mean, hey, it worked out there, so can't be mad.
Yeah, you can't be mad if it doesn't. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Good job just holding shield there after all that though. Still alive though. It just feels. I feel like he's reacting less. The better. I mean, the more that he did. And this Palu trying to go for the hard call out, and I thought it would have worked, but it didn't.
okay, Super Mario, not too much. He
That is
learned that
another
from
stock.
me. He learned that from me. The roll get up down smash. Oh, that's a Bumps classic.
I'm like that. You're sounding like a proud parent.
I am. That's my son out there. Down air. Ooh.
Getting the down air. I'm not getting.
No jump.
Let's go!
Super Mario 3-stocking Sonitopia, the Palutena.
Yeah, and now,
This is how you turn it around.
yeah, now 6-2. It did look like that Sonic Utopia was a player that didn't get much playtime, but even so, like if it does go down to like a 4-4 next time, that's got to be a confidence breaker
Oh yeah.
because it's like, yes, this was my one time to show up. We had a huge lead. Oops.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so that's definitely not only adding momentum to Super Mario, but taking some away from Franklin College here. Um, although maybe their idea was setting the Palutena in, expecting them to not do all that well, and maybe taking one. Franklin College is in a very interesting position here, where BW is on their anchor, and you have so many stocks to spare, and all you can really do
Oops, all
is,
stocks.
yeah, oops, all stocks, I got them all. You can just send in your players who are less priority on your lineup, and see how many they can take before that you send in your own anchor, who might just be the Bowser.
Yeah.
Um, Either way, it's good for Franklin in the sense that they might take one from Super Mario and leave their anchor with just one stock to take versus three. but also good for Super Mario because he just domed 3 stocks from Franklin.
Yeah, and I think that like that's a very dangerous game to play if Franklin is doing that because like what if the next person comes in and it's like the person that like okay you could take at least one and then Super Mario three stocks them
Right.
and then you have a confident Super Mario against what is potentially a Bowser and
Yeah.
how poetic would it be that Mario having to go past mini boss to past mini boss to mini boss to finally get to what he wants.
Yeah, we're this is just a Mario game right now.
Yeah, this is a mod.
You know,
Nintendo, don't strike us down. This is not a mod.
it's Super Mario's world. We're just living in it.
Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario World. Never watched that TV show?
No, I didn't. What is it?
Super Mario World.
Oh, I watched it. Wait, the
Yeah, that's
cartoon?
it. Yeah, but
Where?
either way, the Bowser's
Oh, the
here.
Bowser! Hey!
Hey, now let's get to it.
Here he is. Yeah, J Doggy Swag on Bowser. Shout out name.
How did I know that one was the Bowser player? Anyways, they're not playing around anymore, sending in the Bowser, and Matt's not playing around anymore, just running straight off the stage.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Okay, both
Already doing better than last time.
Yeah, both not really wanting to go in on one another. Super Mario knows this matchup. He knows Bowser just is gonna swing, and I'm going to punish. But racking up 36 on a Flame Breath out of left field, kind of.
He is technically forward smash. Well, now he's mega forward smash kill percent now.
Yeah, he's it's the bar is low when you say you're at kill percent against Bowser.
Yeah.
For moves like that.
Good job avoiding the down air because a lot of the team got hit by it last time, and just a quick true combo to get it out the way.
Yeah, I'd love to see Super Mario explore some more.
Not that.
Some more effective combo trees against this Bowser, who taking it with the forward air.
Yeah.
But this is a heavy. This is the heaviest character in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're
and
correct.
You've got every opportunity in the world to combo him, considering your character. And up throw, down air, very good.
I do like this approach though because while Super Mario would usually play risky with those, with especially forward air and just like trying to extend his advantage, just going for like the consistent damage.
Yeah.
Like yes, that's not like Mario's consistent damage is different from many characters. You gotta start angling that shield. And never mind, just take the stock like that.
Yeah, very nice, punishing the whipped grab. But Super Mario's gonna have to get something moving. It looks like this Bowser is pretty uncomfortable when Mario is at low percent.
Yeah.
Like jump in command
This
grab.
Bowser wants the side B at ledge.
Yeah, may not be the play, bro. But hey, Super Mario is at really. Ooh.
I think this Bowser's just trying to play around right now, honestly. I don't think he's taking this seriously because he's been fishing for that the whole time.
Yeah. But then going all the way to mid stage, Super Mario knows. Don't attack it up.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, we have cojones.
Yeah, that's a crazy punish there.
Yeah, and then just that just barely grabbed. And
Okay.
then avoiding that F tilt 2, missing that one, still able to DI to live. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, just scaring him a little bit. Bowser will always snap to ledge there. But
Not
very
always
good.
that bad at doing that.
Taking them down to 5 stocks. Not the worst loss in the world for BW. I think there's still definitely a lot that we can do considering half of our roster got eaten
Puffed.
by Puff.
Half of our roster got slept on. But yeah, actually no rest were connected, so never mind.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, once again, BW is down 0-1, but Super Mario kept it closer, and hopefully for the rest of the team, we are able to figure out what to do, especially against the Puff. But for the rest of the team as well, they do also still have the Sonic. The Palu is definitely going to want to do better next time. So yeah, and obviously the Bowser. So hopefully that is going to improve.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to say before break?
No, we're just gonna take 5 and then we'll be right back with game 2.
Yep. All right. We will see you soon. Stay tuned for game 2. And we are back for more Smash content. We are not resuming shortly anymore. We are resuming now, and
Whoa, Bayo combos, baby.
yeah,
Let's
maybe
go.
we should resume.
Whoa, whoa,
Okay,
whoa.
anyways, only 95%. Um, but yeah,
You're
still
crazy for that.
alive. Great Rat now switching to Bayonetta and up tilt, not going for the back air, and just still a whole lot of buttons going from one floaty character to another.
Yeah, this pick from Grey Rat he's definitely counter picking. Um, I don't think the puff was bad in any mains.
I don't think this is a counter pick. I think this is just like I'm gonna try my like the Fox was a main. This is a second. I mean the Jigglypuff was a secondary. This is a tertiary.
Yeah, bro's in his pockets right now.
Yeah.
We're deep in there. But even so, it's still
If
okay.
I see one more up tilt,
Great dash deck. That was a lot of them.
I thought that was up tilt.
Fails?
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, that's a stock.
That's
I
not
lied.
quite. Yeah, it's
Yep.
gonna.
No, stale. Yep. Well, hopefully we get more than 8% on this stock. But yeah, definitely Grey Rat going a bit further up the tier list, or yeah, quite a bit further up the tier list with this pick, but still looking like yielding the same result. Unfortunately for BW, but Lancelot hopefully able to figure it out.
Yeah, we're starting to move past the side B a little bit easier, but these up air strings are gonna.
Yeah, it only took 56 instead of 90.
Yeah, hey, score. We'll take the little wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing a lot better around Bayo's tools. Sorry.
It's okay, good call out.
Kicking my co-commentator.
Yeah, only 59.
Now, Lancelot is actually like playing this matchup pretty well for the little experience that he has. The dash back F smash is always gonna take it right there.
Yeah, the giant fist coming out, not taking the stock.
Okay, great.
And good up smash once again, and that's gonna take it.
Nice! Wow, a very big start from Lancelot. 1-1. Like, I mean, percent doesn't show it, but on the board we're neck and neck.
Yeah. In our hearts, this is still even because look how quickly even like or how low of a percent Bayo died to even Pit. So like this is still pretty winnable. Like Pit is a combo-oriented character, and Grey Rat Bayonetta has bats within along with just Witch Time. Luckily not as good as Smash 4, but still just a lot of great tools to get out of combos that aren't true. But if Lancelot is able to call those out, that's
Jumping into it, that's tough.
yeah, that would be able to call them out and take these stocks almost as early and almost as often that that Grey Rat is taking these. Phantom Footstool still able to avoid it even though it got sucked back in, and there it is again. How quick are Orbitars or how slow is Nair?
I think both. Yeah, like the Lancelot is doing a really good job of like playing around in disadvantage and neutral of Bayo's buttons. Because that was a nice smash. I'm not gonna lie, that was nice. I liked what I was seeing though from Lancelot against this Bayonetta. Like there was a lot of really nice like movement plays that Lancelot was making, where it's like how on paper how did you deal with Bayonetta?
Yeah.
And a lot of the answers are kind of in a gray area, but as most things that are in gray areas for this game are, your answer is going to be movement. And Lancelot was definitely showing that against Bayonetta, like playing around like the up tilt, playing around the dash attack. He got very, very close to getting hit very many times, but still stayed composed, still took a stock off.
Yeah, I think that is obviously the biggest positive because that's the only I mean that's a tangible thing,
Hmm.
but like what I saw from Lancelot, I feel like it's a catch-22. Like you weren't going into a matchup that you knew, and yes, it is the same person, but Grey Rat, um, even as Puff was being like kind of oppressive, as oppressive that Puff can be,
Right.
Bayo plays oppressively in a completely other sense of it. And like still being able to adjust and adapt it was great, but there was still some things that Lancelot was doing that Grey Rat was like Either you're not going to get out of it because I'm calling it out, or you're not going to get out of it because guess what? I'm playing a better character now.
Right.
Especially like trying to jump out of up B and side B, like it worked. It's when it was a phantom footstool, but when it wasn't, Lance now is getting hit and then burns one of their jumps.
Right. Which luckily for Pitt, it's not tragic. But as we've seen from Nugget and Goomba from game one, if you lose a stock against Gray Rat, I almost said our player. Um, if you lose a jump against Gray Rat, they will be on you and you will lose your whole stock for it.
Yeah,
And I think that's very similar between Puff and Bayonetta. If Bayonetta catches you in a combo without a jump, it's kind of GG's. It's a little tough to get out, but hopefully that our team has taken quite a minute to pick our next player. I hope we are being as meticulous as I think we are, because this definitely could go our way.
yeah,
Regardless, being down 2 stocks, if we can whittle down this Bayonetta and still have Super Mario in the back to take 5 again, which impressive showing for last game. Um, then it certainly is in the cards to get the BW on the board. It looks like we're sending in Matt Snell right away though. Super Mario going in number 2
I
and not as the anchor. How we feeling about this pick?
positioning great. I think Super Mario does really well as a 2 instead of a anchor.
I agree.
Not in this matchup.
Yeah, against Bayonetta, it's going to be really weird. Bats Within is going to be able to call out a lot of Super Mario's untrue,
Stuff.
a lot of his links aren't going to work out on Bayonetta. And for a Mario who is more based off of like playing around what you do after the fact of getting the damage and less getting the damage, um, like maybe this matchup is a lot easier if the Mario is playing like perfect, but that's not the Mario that you're going to be seeing.
Yeah.
You're going to be seeing a Mario who is going for hard reads, who's going for big moves, and who will get caught by Bats Within or Witch Time when they are swinging. Um, so I am also a little concerned with this pick. Um, but maybe it's for the sake of, hey, these 2 other players that we sent in game one didn't do anything against this guy. And it
Hmm.
wasn't until Super Mario got sent in that they started losing stocks again. Um, I think a little bit of that was character stuff. But if we're not comfortable against Bayo, then hey, maybe this is a blessing in disguise, getting Super Mario out on the field as quick as possible.
Yeah. And Super Mario about to jump into it? Maybe? Is. As we are jumping into it right now, the score is 9-11, but once again, this is Super Mario, not Lancelot. And yeah, once again, just like the team, or like Franklin College and Gray Rat just showing confidence of, yeah, you want Battlefield? I know you want that stage. Let's take you on that stage. And with Bayo actually loves Battlefield, so because you get stuff like this,
Whoa!
wow,
Very
wow.
nice call out.
Still going, no jump, takes the
Oh,
up B,
all
not
the way up.
taking it though.
Yeah, that's a scary position to be in if you're Bayo right there. That up B, if it was like 10-20% higher, probably would have killed Bayonetta.
Yeah, and then once again, Bayonetta could do the exact same thing, especially if you don't have a jump, is able to survive, gets hit by that dash attack, and that Nair is...
Oh, no
we are
techs
not
coming out
teching today.
Yeah, no. Honestly, how many times have we seen Super Mario in positions that he needs to tech? I don't think people put him in situations where he's got to tech him.
I'm the other way around. I play against him all the time, and I put him in tech situations very often.
Do you really? Does he tech him?
But anyways, not dissing on the player right now. Getting hit by that ABK, and the sliding version of it does connect, which means we are getting into another movie cutscene. So, what's your favorite movie?
Whoa. I like the Mario movie right now, dude.
Yeah,
It's got Jack Black in it. Jack Black is actually playing Bayonetta in the live action version.
And that up smash not connecting, going for the hard read like you said, and that is going to be a back air. and that is going to take 2 stocks from Super Mario. And right now he's just hoping for 1, and he's definitely swinging to take these stocks off the board.
Yeah, this is the concern
No
that
jump,
we
or
were
he
just,
has a jump.
oof. Yeah, this is the concern we were talking about before with sending Super Mario in as early as they had. If Super Mario can't make something shake against Grey Rat, then we just wasted our player who just took 5 stocks off the rest of their team.
Yeah, and this is definitely going to be an interesting scenario. Goes again, 1, 2, 3. Does he DI it? He's dead.
Oh, that's so tough. Yeah, Super Mario not being able to get any stocks game 2.
You're making it easy.
But hey, we've still got some players up our sleeve. A little unfortunate that he wasn't able to take 1 though.
Yeah.
Because that puts everybody on the team in a little bit more of a precarious situation. Because we know that Goomba and Nugget were having a hard time game 1 against Grey Rat's Puff. Again, might have been a character thing. But Bayonetta is also a bit of an odd character that the matchup is going to still be tough.
Yeah, and I was okay. I was definitely going to say I do like Goomba better for this matchup because I feel like just in general, like Goomba, Bayonetta's his least favorite matchup in the game, probably
Really?
bar none. Probably, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Well, that's probably why we're sending Nugget in.
But sometimes you just gotta thug it out. Like I don't like playing Ike Roy, but
Yeah, but if you're in the situation where you have to play Ike Roy, it's like,
yeah,
well, somebody's got to do it.
and it's like same thing with like Falco Hero. I know you don't like Hero,
Yeah,
and like
I'll
just
thug it out though.
yeah,
I'll thug it
like,
out.
and I feel like sometimes you have to, especially like if you think you're the better player, like because like let's say worst case scenario Nugget doesn't take any, and then now we're in the same situation, but you're the last player, and you still have to deal with the matchup that you don't like.
Right, right. I mean, I do think if we're in a situation where we know both of these players kind of struggle against Grey Rat, I think it is better to save Goomba, because I think it's more valuable to save the Link than to save the Byleth. Um, but yeah, that's implying that we get that far.
Yeah,
Thus far, we have lost 6 and they have lost 1.
yeah.
So,
And the thing is, it doesn't look like they're stopping either.
yeah, that there is no momentum that is being shifted whatsoever. So let's see if Nugget can make something go.
Yeah, as we wait for this, we are going to hollow. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, just a quick little. Oh wait, yeah, that's a. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Yeah, so we're going to be restarting, so we're taking it back over here.
Yeah, why? Okay.
Yeah, so the Grey Rat forgot that he lost the stock because I'm playing so good. So yeah, just gonna restart the game. We're probably just gonna hop right back in, anyways. I don't think they're gonna change the stage. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it happened so much one semester. I forgot when, but it literally felt like every other game somebody started with swinging, and we're just like,
Stop.
all right, start over. So
Yes.
speaking of starting over, we're hopping right back into it, and Nugget got an inkling of a statistical advantage with knowing what Grey Rat's probably going to go with that beginning.
Yeah, we've seen a round start. Let's see it again.
I love it.
After these.
If you need stay focused.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that for this matchup.
Can go underneath
Bayonetta's
arrow.
Yeah, Bayonetta's side B just completely
Burned
goes
a double
gone.
jump, still alive though. Still saved the jump, but taking a whole lot of damage for it. But that's just Bayo. You kind of have to accept that. Yeah, I didn't think it'd go under with that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's a weird situation. And guns are going to be so good in this matchup. Violet doesn't really have anything that can go through except for air dodge, which is a scary option.
Yeah, what a recovery though, but not going to be enough. Taking only 26% on Grey Rat while Nugget lost her entire stock. And now Grey Rat can just keep doing what he's doing. He's just continuing to swing. There's no jump on the Byleth. Good air dodge though, but almost extending the combo, especially if Nugget air dodged in. But still, doing better already with that shield. I really wish there was more of that. Just a bit less jumping because, yep, now you have no jump.
Jumping there is a little tough. You're going to be put in a really bad situation against Bayonetta if you're jumping that much.
Yeah, and I'd I'd personally rather be thrown by Bayo instead of getting hit by the entirety of a Bayo combo. As that is
Yeah.
another stock taken, 11 to 4, and then here we go again. Is able to air dodge out of it, but especially like the habits that Nugget has with rolling, just hard called out with I don't know, one of the side Bs. That is not going to take it though.
Yeah. Just slightly messing with her own side B. Yeah, Nuggets gotta try and take one, or else it's looking to be game for BW here.
Yeah, still being able to jump while it snaps a ledge sure will. I will say the usage of B has been good for recovery, but that wow, Bayo
Missing
might
that
not be as good as
combo.
I thought. Well, never mind.
Yeah, Shockwave on that downer is gonna take it.
Yeah.
And again,
She has thick thighs. Talking about the shockwave.
right, Grey Rat taking that 3-0. He is on a tear.
Yep, he wants to move on in playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, hey, good for him for having having the end in sight. But we still got a whole Goomba in the back.
Yep. We saw a Super Mario. Now we're seeing a Goomba.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully the Goomba's going to pop off.
Right, and both of those players, very, I don't know. I feel like rather adaptive. So having Goomba going at the end, rather than send him in at the beginning, when now he already knows what to expect with the Bayonetta. He has already seen some jumps get sniped. He's seen the combo routes. He's seen what to avoid in neutral. So hopefully Goomba knows how to get these two stocks gone. Um, and as far as the rest of the lineup, we will just have to see.
Yeah. And yeah, it does look like right now he is locking in on Sonic, which is fortunately unfortunate. Like, fortunate, yes, he does have a Sonic. Unfortunate that it is going to have to be used because I feel like throughout the semester he has shown more comfortability with the Link, but I
Yeah.
don't think the Link's going to make this comeback. If
Yeah, and
they're
again, he said that he was going to have a character lock until LAN, but maybe this is just a really good matchup for Sonic. I know he's super big on matchup knowledge of this character beats this one like all the time, especially like the really bad matchups. He's like, oh, did you know?
don't do it like that.
It's like,
Oh,
We
wrong
Fit,
stage.
that We Fit beats Game & Watch. It's like, okay, shut up.
That's insane. Don't do my guy like that. Anyways, as we win that one, but that one didn't count because it was the wrong stage. So hopefully we get to see a replica of that, with no stocks lost.
hmm Yeah. So they're trying to go to town here.
Yeah,
That's an interesting pick. Both stages good for both characters. Um, I feel like it's gotta be a little bit better for this Bayo though. Um, knowing, I feel like also with their really good use of ABK, um, they're going to be able to get a lot of combos off that might just kill Goomba like really early.
yeah, which is definitely not what we're looking for. As that is going to be one, and now we get to play.
If you need to
Learn how to drain a bit. Yep.
That's unfortunate. Just go for the top, man.
That is going to be a quick 75, and you heard the nair, but it didn't come out. That's just how fast Bayo is. And now we get a little bit of a camp out. We get to explore the town and city. Never mind.
That's what I was concerned about. If Spin Dash loses to Bayonetta's side.
I definitely think it depends on the charge because it's the same thing for quick draw. For if it's anything less than a strong charge, quick draw beats out. But if it's a strong charge or maximum charge, it actually flanks. But Sonic is able to react first because, well, it's Sonic.
Okay, well that's good. But either way, once Sonic does get up to that higher charge, we just see the Bayonetta back here coming out in reaction to Sonic's side B. Ooh, gonna kill?
Oh.
Nope. That's honestly really scary going up there, because if Bayonetta up-Bs you, you're dead.
Yeah. So luckily no reversal, trying to time that down air, not getting it though. And there's another up B, side being the other way though. And yeah, like once again, like even, it just looks like it planks in general, or trades, which is really good for Bayo, just in general, because I'd rather trade with Sonic than clank with Sonic, because Sonic, 99 characters out of 100 can react first. That is unfortunate, and that is going to take the stock, and Gray Rat is looking to close this out, while his team only losing one stock.
Yeah, and that one stock being his.
Him.
Yeah. I think this is the first sweep that we've had like, on or against this team this season. I don't think we haven't had a full sweep on our side, right?
What do you mean?
Like we even had one player just run through everybody on the other team.
Yeah, that has not happened yet this semester.
Well, this is our first. I mean, hey, but Goomba just took one.
No, it's not going to be our first. Watch it. As I was saying, watch this. See, he's already changing his timing, and that was just not a worse trade, but still a bad trade.
See, I like Goomba switching up his timings on spin dash and kind of forcing whiffs from across the stage. Because then if you're Bayonetta and you start to whiff against Sonic, it gets really scary.
Yeah. Like, Sonic is the better character of these two. I think that is just bar none. Just yes.
But like here, we even see it. Like Bayonetta is pressing a lot of buttons from across the stage. Who are you fighting?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, the hedgehog that should be like 2 feet in front of you.
Yeah, the hedgehog that will close the distance just as quickly. But like, once again, changing that timing, changing when you're swinging, it's like, oh, well, I missed, and now it looks stupid. But looking like, not looking stupid anymore, missing the full forward air, which probably would have taken it. This guy's trying to make a montage. Okay, I was scared for a bit. Not gonna lie.
Interesting by Goomba not punishing that though. That is a very laggy smash.
Yeah, but it was just like the timing of it. I understand why not. Good trade or good plank, and now off stage, probably gonna have to take advantage of it. Doesn't spring off stage. I think that's what he wanted. That was scary.
Hey, this Bayo is at 150. This is doable.
Sure is. Watch this. Oh. Okay. I will not speak anymore about watch this, because I feel like something bad's going to happen right when I say it. But even for Bale, like, I was going to say it down. Oh.
I don't know what that was even supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like neutral B might have killed. Like after something unsafe like that is being touched from Yoshi, you gotta go for the kill. But with that back air, Gray Rat is closing it out. 2 stocks versus our whole 12. Good on him for getting that whole sweep. But BW down 1 more in this series. What is it? 4-2? 4.
No,
5,
this is it.
3. Well, what was the record?
3.
5-3.
3-5.
3-5 rather.
Yeah. 3-5
Okay.
versus 5-3.
Well, hey, not terrible. We were just looking at a lot of the scores from people in the other division, and a lot of teams are 5-3 in our in like the varsity standings.
Yeah.
And that's like middle of the road. So hey, if that means anything.
Yeah. But yeah, that is unfortunately going to be the end for BW. I almost said, my brain went football, basketball, Smash. BW Smash. That is going to be the end of their journey here. Playoffs is done, so NACE is done, but Gluck is still rolling. And if you guys are ever so inclined, you guys should stay tuned to this upcoming Saturday, which we have the Battle of the Lakes. We are going to have BW versus CSU versus Mount versus Heidelberg, all here. Probably not all streamed, but probably all streamed. I am here all day. Bumps is playing, so
Good luck.
Yeah.
To both of us.
Yeah. Bumps is playing, so he's here all day. So yeah, that is going to be more Smash, but no more NACE. And yeah, just congrats to the CAD team. Even though everybody makes playoffs, they still showed a lot of fight this year. And I think that's just what they want.
Mhm.
And Yeah. Any last parting words?
Yeah, no, I mean a lot of improvement through this whole season. I'm very proud of the academy team. Like you guys killed it, and it was a lot of fun being able to watch those games with you guys. So thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, and thank you all so much for watching. And once again, stay tuned for Battle of the Lakes this Saturday. But for tonight, that is going to end your coverage. Everybody, enjoy your Friday. Get ready for Saturday. And yeah, we will see you next time.